My camera on. Now I'm just preparing the fin. Now I've just got to drill my little hole in the box on either side so it can attach to it. Just seeing how deep I went in. Same on this side. Righto. Get rid of this dag on the end. That just so it fits in the box perfectly. Right. So I've drilled a little hole here. Resin will go in that and it'll lock in and make the box sit hard up against the resin. Now I'm just going to put this fin in. Now what I do is I set my boxes up with the fin I'm going to use. So what that means is this fin is perfectly tight. The cloth will heat up, the resin will heat up and push against the box. So you can't get a better fitting fin. You won't have this rattle thing that happens in dodgy installs. Okay? If you're going to install a fin, use the fin that is going in the board. The box will clamp down tight on it and you'll never get a better fitting fin than doing it that way. It's a bit more like, again, they wouldn't do that in China because they'd dirty the finished fin. So these are the little things that happen along the way that they can't do in China, okay? They can underpay work as well. They do that really well. I think they run over people in Tiananmen Square well. They oppress their people well. Sorry, I have no respect for the Chinese government. I just don't believe that many billion people should be exploited the way they are, and yeah. Anyway, I found out something pretty sad today, or yesterday. The company I use to get my boxes, what do you call it? Sorry, mind blank. The company I use to get my board bags made has closed down. Surface. I hope someone out there might know that's not the case, and you know, that would be fantastic. But from what I can gather, tried calling them. One of the guys went in there and said he went into the shop, it was shut, and the shop next door said no, they've closed down. So that sucks. I used to get my covers made by them, but what I'm spewing about is they've got all my templates. They're actually my templates. So I'm going to try and get in contact with wherever they are now so I can get my templates back. Because I had all my, not that they're hard to make, I can make the templates up in a heartbeat, that's not a problem, okay? But I had them all made up, my glider templates, everything. And I'm going to inherit a industrial sewing machine. I could actually make some covers. Not that I would. I don't want to get into that shit again, sewing, but I can actually sew. Now, I'm just checking my fins. Yep, they look good. Put my rear quad fins in. Now what's going to happen with this board is Phil is getting the tri-fin set and the rear quad fins, so you can try it as those first, preferably the tri-fin 2+1, and then what that'll mean is he can then try it with any of his other ideas. I've got no problems with that, but I want him to try it with the tri-fin first, because that's, I know it'll go best. But if he wants to try it with a big 10 or 12 inch fin or 11 inch fin, he can. Now I've just got to adjust these rears. Oh, they've got my... So they have shut down, have they? Oh no. That's shit. I remember when you were getting that. Yeah, well I didn't know about they bugger. Yeah. That's no good. Don't you hate when that sort of shit happens? But apparently, the owner sold the business about, I think it was like just before the end of the financial year or so, or early in the year, he sold the business and retired. And a prominent business family in Byron Bay bought it, and they own many businesses, and the lady that was running it was one of the workers that was there. She was managing it, and then I don't know what happened. I just only found out from Dave from overseas, because from America, he tried to order some covers and never got any response back. So there you go. I know it wasn't nothing to do with the original owner, Dennis. He was fantastic, and no, he had nothing to do with any of this dodgy stuff. It's normally these blow-in multiple business owners, and they've just proven. You always see them on a current affair or something like that. But no, Dennis was great. He owned it for years, and he retired. He was in his 70s. But he'll be very sad to know that that's happened, because Dennis had such a good name in the industry, and Surf Aids did. And as I said, I've lost my templates. So, a bit sad about that. Bugger. Yep, that's typical dodgy brothers stuff that happens, you know. We have, I've worked my guts out to have a good reputation in this industry, and all our suppliers, we pay up front, and I have no problems with anyone, and my reputation's intact, because that's the way I want to do business, you know what I mean? So, but I hate that sort of shit. That's sad to hear. Yeah, that's dodgy. Absolutely dodgy. I wish I would have known about it sooner. I would have rang up and got my templates back. I would have got someone I know up Byron to go and walk in and grab them, because they are mine, not theirs. I made them and sent it to them. that's sad to hear that they've ripped you off. Very sad. Hopefully it'll get around Byron Bay and the people that did it will front up the people that ripped you off. We'll go and protest their other businesses. Apparently I think they own pubs and all sorts of things, so that's the time you put a sign up out the front. Where's my fucking money? Yeah, dodgy as. That's why we don't use other companies anymore for products like that. The only companies we deal with are the real reputable ones in the industry. We deal with Surf Blanks, South Coast Foam and Burford Blanks, and we deal with Rema Graphics, and we deal with Acme Finco. Now these are all companies that are bloody good, honest, decent, and that's who we deal with. So much so we send them a Christmas hamper each year full of lollies. We make up these lolly bags and everything and send it to them to have on their counter so they can all have a nibble. But yeah, I'm very sad about that. As I say, the companies we deal with are highly reputable. I mean, they were originally, till this new mob took them over. But it just shows dodgy is as dodgy does. That's bad. I'm sad about that. Knowing I'm not going to get my templates back as well, and that they've ripped off clients of ours trying to get covers. That's dodgy. Yeah. And as I say, that's got nothing to do with Dennis, who owned it when he sold it. These are the new people that took it over. Dennis was fantastic. Dealt with him for years, never a problem. But these new people that took over, how dodgy is that, eh? Ripping people off. I'll have to tell Kim about that one. Yeah. Worst part is, I heard they're a prominent business in Byron Bay. So fucking, what pricks. You know what I mean? Like, what absolute pricks. Sorry, I've got to set this up. I'll put this spin in before it gels. Yeah, what pricks. Right? You know, absolute arseholes. Yeah, let's get this done. Right, let's get this fin lined up. I've just got to cut my new jig. Now, put this on either side of the box. Make sure it's in the center. Yep, that's in the center. That's in the center. Put a bit of tape on the stand. So I've got to stop it sliding off. And then sit it up. Alright, just so the resin goes right. Yeah. Go. That looks pretty good. I'll just top this up. Wipe that off. So I'm just getting this all set. Now make sure it's straight. Do it all by eye. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty darn straight. Now I'll just check this one more time. Make sure the box is in the center. Hey Kim, I found out from one of the guys on Instagram that, yeah, I found out that they, oh, okay, sorry. One of our clients ordered a cover off Surf Aids a while back because he asked me about it, and then I said, yeah, get that off them, and anyway, they went out, just left, didn't pay, he lost his money. Yeah, so the family that took it over, the so-called prominent Byron family that has all these businesses, I said, I'll be fucking going to their other businesses with signs saying, give us me fucking money back. What pricks, eh? And but Dennis, the original owner, was never like that. Dennis was great. Anyway, that's what happens when you hear people talk about prominent families. Fucking dickheads. Sorry, now I've got to just undo this for a sec. I've got to get around here. Now, I tear this up here. Watch this. That goes up here. That goes up here. I try not to touch the fin. There we go. Now that's got a hot mix on it, so that's going to go off quite quick. I'll put that over here. And then the other part, this is the excess, so if you left that on there, it'd just burn the board and make a full-on mark on the board. So this one here I'll take off now. Alright, it's quite difficult. There we go. It comes off here. And this is where you don't touch the fin that's in there. There we go. And this is why those little Chinese pricks wouldn't be able to do that. They would find a way to stuff that up. Okay, so let's just put this back up high. There we go. Now I can check the fins again. Yep, center fin looks pretty darn good. Side fins look great. They're all spot on. So I can let that go. There we go. So this will be a tri, okay, tri fin, and then you can ride it as a quaddie as well on these plugs. But you can see what I've done here, taken the excess off, that'll get sanded down and capped in about an hour's time, or 40 minutes time. Okay, so clean my hands. We're sanding this today, putting a pin line on, and then finish coating. Righto, so I'll be back. Here we go.